PTSD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, OCD,
That's a pretty good menu.
and AIDS. Jokes. I'm joking. It makes it even worse. Like the fact that you're just lying there like a piece of shit, and you're like, I'm not even. I could easily just. My gym's just up the road. I could literally just go out and just walk up the road and go, but I'm just choosing to sit here and make it worse for me, even though I know there's a solution to it, but I'm not doing it. That it just starts to pile up like even worse, and then you're like, oh, I'm like, it's so easy to make it better, but I'm like, I'm doing this. Am I doing this on purpose to myself?
It's like, yeah, where that thing where you're like, I know that there's another decision, but there's something in my brain that is just stopping me from getting to that decision point. And
Yeah,
then, like
yeah,
you're saying, it's that thing where you're like, am I just a shitty human being?
Which of your
yeah.
diagnosis do you think is predominant?
Anxiety, 100% all the time. Yeah, that's no matter what. That's always there.
So was there a point in life where that started, or were you always like an anxious kid? Was there something that kicked it off, or was it just that it started to build up with you?
I think it just started to build up. But now that I look back on it, I definitely was anxious as a little kid and growing up. But just like with everything, it's more people talk about it more these days, so I understand it more. Otherwise, maybe I was just as bad back then, but no one talked about it, so I couldn't relate to anything. But yeah, it's just kind of all the stuff it's like cool now.
You find a lot of broken people have that, well, for one, the time, because they can't work full time, they have the time to be creative, and they've got to find different ways to exist in the world and try and, I don't know, prove that you're worth it, that you've earned your place. And I think part of it is proving it to yourself, not just to everybody else. But it's like, I can achieve something.
Yeah, exactly.
Writing a list of things you need to achieve is all well and good, but it's hard to hit that list. So when I'm doing that list, I'll put on there things that I've already done that day, like had a coffee, had a shower,
Oh, yeah.
those sort of things. Put them on the list, and then I get to tick them off and go, yay, I've completed a task. And
That's really good.
It gives you a fake boost. Yeah.
I might do that, actually.
I've actually stolen that one as well, and I wrote down, I did it the other day, and I was like, I have to do all these 6 things, and I was like, I felt so fucking smug lining through those top 3.
When you're in those sort of dark moments, do your other diagnoses get worse as well?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, totally.
So you got kind of like a lead note of anxiety, and then you've got like a base section of PTSD and kind of generalized depression and stuff going on.
Yeah. Sprinkle of everything, yeah.
What do you do to kind of get out of that fuck it all mindset?
There's like if I can like get myself out of bed, I'll go to the gym. Always helps, but getting there, it's like I can talk about it as much as I want, but unless I'm there, it doesn't work. Listening to podcasts and just keeping busy. Like, the main thing is that a lot of the times I've got nothing to do because I'll just work at night. So during the day I've got nothing to do. So boredom doesn't help. So yeah, I've just got to find shit to do or find the book or something. But then, I just don't have the motivation sometimes to do all that stuff.
When you speak out about stuff that's going on for you, it gives people the opportunity for them to speak out. So you all kind of step up. Like if you're the first person in your group of people to go, hang on, I feel shit, then everybody else go, yep, I feel shit too. Let's talk about the stuff.
What Cori was saying about having your friend group, and not even if you don't reach out there, but knowing that other people exist who are the same.
I've got a lot of fucked up friends, which is good.
They're the best kind of friends.
Yeah.
I did have one incident with seizures and sex when I was with a gentleman in quite a precarious position for him, and he noticed that I was about to have a seizure and gently moved me just in time before I bit his cock off.
Oh my God.
That's the exciting danger card you play with me. So maybe our sex dolls could be full on vibrating, but with gnashing jaws.
Yeah, really.
And there's like an 8% chance your dick will just get bit off.
Yeah, I think
that's live on the edge,
I had really bad anxiety when I was a teenager, like real bad. And You know what really helped me was almost dying a bunch of times. So have you considered near death too, Corey? Maybe almost dying. We could hit you with a car, maybe?
Yeah, man, it'll be good to feel something.
Being a broken person and not being able to do the traditional stuff means you have to develop a personality.
Yeah, unfortunately. Imagine just gliding through life, just not having an opinion on anything, just being just vanilla. Oh my God.
Corey's very successful, and I think that's testament to
Thank you.
his, well, okay, compared to me, you are. But
You
that's
guys have got a podcast. You guys at least got motivated to do that. I've always been like, I'm going to do a podcast this week. Actually, the meeting I've got that I've got to shoot off for is about a podcast. So I guess I'm kind of motivated today. So
On this podcast, we talk a lot. I mean, a lot of the other guys we've had have had like cerebral palsy and, you know, really like full on physical disabilities.
Yeah.
But they're so relentlessly positive.
yeah,
And
fucking weirdos. I don't get it.
every now and again they try and psych the seizures out of me by, you know, going and talking about things. And it's that sort of focusing on how you're feeling is a really hard thing to do when you're actually feeling like crap. It's like
Yeah.
the last thing you want to look at.
Yeah, totally.
only spaz, and they could do seizure pornography.
Like
what is it?
seizure porn.
Oh, I'm sure it exists. I'm sure there's a market for it.
There's a market for everything.
Sex dolls with your face on it, and you press a button, and then the sex doll has a seizure.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's like just a big full-on vibrator.
Yeah, just a human vibrator.
That's me. That's why I'm so successful with the men.
Nice to meet you on the human vibrator. You might have seen me before.
I just love the
Steve,
idea.
I'm actually quite complimented, Steve, that you still want it to have my face. Thank you for that.
Well, if it's not merch, there's no point. I'm not going to leverage your seizures for success and not lift the podcast.
Well, I mean, we could put your face on it.
Yeah, I mean, it could just come with a bunch of faces that you can change. You can put on.
And it's just like, you're like, is this what sex is like? I
Right.
never have that again. That's gone because of my J patch. So next time you take an amazing shit, pour one out for your boy Steve, and think
Yeah,
about
okay.
what you've been.
Well, I did anyway already. So
It makes me glad that you think about me on the toilet, Corey.
Corey's got a photo of you on the back of the bathroom door.
I want to talk right now.
The struggle I have with the gym is that it definitely is my sort of mental health safe space. And once you're out there, like getting to the gym, some days I'll hit it really hard. Other days I'll like go and lift one dumbbell and go, oh, that's enough. It's not the actual exercise always that helps. It's just that getting out and going back in again.
Yeah, just to say that. Yeah, people. Oh, did you go to the gym today? Yeah, I definitely went into the gym. Have you had a seizure while you've been doing the actual recording before?
No, I've
I
had
keep
one
trying,
once
but she won't
before.
do it.
And we have got an agreement that if I do, that Steve is to continue filming and narrate if possible. If you can see me, I mean, ideally, if I had the seizure, I'd knock the laptop off, and so it can carry on filming me while I have it. That would be perfect. I mean,
it wouldn't be. Right.
Let me try really hard. Try really hard and have one right now. Come on.
Just quick, I'll go get my phone flashlight and just turn it off and on again really, really quick on the Zoom call.
The struggle I have with the gym is that it definitely is my sort of mental health safe space. But a lot of time after I've had a seizure or drugs or whatever, I'm physically fucked. But I know that I still have to do that. And once you're out there, like getting to the gym, some days I'll hit it really hard. Other days I'll like go and lift one dumbbell and go, oh, that's enough. I'm going home now. And it's just that it's not the actual exercise always that helps. It's just that getting out and going back in again. That sometimes is enough.
Yeah, just to say that. Yeah, people. Oh, did you go to the gym today? Yeah, I definitely went into the gym.
Do you find with doing like the TV work and stuff like that, did it ever stop you being able to achieve anything there?
Definitely. I think there's had a lot of jobs over the years that I've kind of turned down or that I was really bad at because of what I was going through. So yeah, it's affected. Like there's so many things that I could have done if I had been in the right headspace. And every day, I've got so many regrets.
That's one of the hardest things is accepting that sort of the limitations I guess, and that grief for what you could have been or what you wanted to achieve. If we didn't have Zoom, we'd be screwed.
If we're in the studio together, or if you're going to be, if it's all separate. So yeah, that probably does help if you just do it in your own place.
Yeah, yeah. And if
Yeah.
like we're completely broken, like if I can't get out because I'm, had a seizure or whatever, I can still drag myself to the computer, and it's fine. And
Yeah.
like Steve, you can prop yourself up with pillows like a weekend at Bernie's kind of style.
Yeah.
Do you find that you get the right sort of support, seeing as though you're a guy?
I think more so these days, like, yeah, like all that. I mean, maybe it's just my algorithms on my just social media, and it's all like all the stuff that pops up is just how to help out dudes. You like, or like Movember and stuff like that. It's I feel like these days there's a lot of stuff that's directed at me, and I've got my friends. I've got a lot of friends in the same boat, and we're all quite good at opening up to each other. So I think just from my friendship, my friends group, and it's like I always, I know that even though I don't make the most of it, I know that there's always people there that I can turn to.